How's it going, everybody? We are back with another awesome reaction on the Netherlands. I know, surprise, surprise, right? I do a lot of reactions on the Netherlands. I do love learning about that country. So, anyways, we have by the channel Wonder Why. The video is called "Why Do the Dutch Wear Orange?" So, I think something to do with like the William of Orange guy. I don't know 100% about it. I know it's been mentioned in a couple of the videos that I have done before. But if you are interested in why do the Dutch wear orange, then you have found the right place on YouTube. So, as always, the link to the original video will be in the description section down below. It's right past the like button, so go ahead and smash that on the way down. That would be amazing. So let's go ahead and check this bad boy out right now.
Have you ever wondered why the Dutch national colour is orange? I mean, their flag is red, white and blue, but whenever the Dutch are celebrating their nationalism or their football team is playing, they're always dressed head to toe in orange and never red, white and blue. So why is this? Well, the short answer is fairly simple. It's because of William of Orange. William I, Prince of Orange, also known as William the Silent, led the Dutch in their revolt against Philip II and Spanish rule, known as the 80 Years' War.
Maybe he did it silently. So William the Silent.
He was the first stadholder of the Dutch Republic, declaring their independence in 1581. He was called William of Orange because of his Prince of Orange noble title. So where was the Principality of Orange? Well, probably not where you might expect. It's in modern-day southeastern France. There still exists a small town in France today called Orange, with a population of about 30,000. The settlement dates back to the Romans being founded in 35 BC by veterans of the 2nd Legion. It was originally called Arosio, named after the Celtic water god. Over the years, the name became corrupted in Latin, and many years later, when a certain fruit arrived in Europe, its name in the local dialect of Old Provençal sounded an awful lot like the name of the principality. The two words therefore became conflated in Old French, since oranges came to northern France through that area. Now, orange becomes relevant to the Dutch through political marriage. William of Orange was actually from the House of Nassau, which originated from what is today Western Germany. In 1515, Henry III of Nassau-Breda married Claudia of Châlons-Orange. Their son René therefore became Prince of Orange. When he died without any heirs in 1544, the Prince of Orange title was passed to his first cousin, William of Nassau-Dillenburg. William had no family relation to Orange. René inherited the title from his mother's side and passed it to his father's side. This began the House of Nassau-Orange, as William added Prince of Orange to his list of noble titles. He was already stadholder of Holland, Zeeland, Utrecht and Friesland. It was around this time that Europe was divided by religious conflict, started by the Protestant Reformation. After the abdication of Charles V as Holy Roman Emperor, he split his inheritance between his son and his brother, and the 17 provinces came under Spanish rule. Philip II began to persecute Protestants and impose extremely high taxes, which led to the Dutch Revolt. This was led by William of Orange, as he had become known. 7 of the 17 provinces declared their independence in 1580.
What do you mean 17 provinces? I thought there was only 12. Right? Okay, so some of them left, I'm assuming, right? Because Flanders, right? That's northern Belgium now. Luxembourg is its own country. Maybe that would explain it. At the time, there were 17 provinces. I don't know. Let's see.
7 of the 17 provinces declared their independence in 1581 as the United Provinces, also known as the Dutch Republic. This would be the predecessor of the modern-day country of the Netherlands. William of Orange was assassinated in 1584 and was remembered as a Dutch hero who helped fight against the Spanish for their country's independence. The title orange and the colour again became conflated during the lifetime of William of Orange, who would often wear the colour orange. The colour therefore developed into a symbol for Dutch nationalism. Now you might be wondering why, earlier in the video I was talking about the orange fruit and not the orange colour. Well, it's because the name of the fruit came first. The first time that orange was used to refer to the colour in Europe was in the late Middle Ages. Before that, people just referred to the colour as yellow-red or something similar.
Hmm.
William used the colour orange as early as 1577. The Prince's flag, or the Prinsenflag, was the first flag used by the Dutch Republic.
Yeah, it was. So I wonder, like, why did it go from orange to red? I wonder. I think it was mentioned in one of the other videos that I've done a reaction on, but I do have a terrible memory, and I watch a lot of these videos, so it's harder to, I'm putting all the information in my head, so it's hard to remember everything. I forget more than I remember, it seems sometimes, but I do remember there was something about this.
With orange, white, and blue horizontal stripes, the predecessor of the modern Dutch flag. So this leads to the obvious question: if the Dutch flag is based off of Prince William's flag and orange is still the national colour to this day, then why does the flag have red and not orange on it?
Yeah.
Well, apparently with the Prince's flag, the orange colour tended to fade over time with exposure to the elements and quickly turned red. The flag started to become manufactured with red instead of orange because the orange flags would just fade to red anyway. It wasn't actually until 1937 that an official decree stated that the colour on the flag was red.
That is very interesting. So they're taking orange and it's fading into red somehow. So the yellow's getting washed out. And then they're just like, you know what? Change it to red. That's the official color. So what does this say? So we Wilhelma, by the grace of God, Queen of the Netherlands, Princess of Orange, Nassau, etc., 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 on the recommendation of our Minister of State, Minister of Colonies, President of the Council of Ministers of 5th of February 1937, number 486, Cabinet MR, have approved and understand to decree the colors of the flag of the Kingdom of the Netherlands are red, white, and blue. Our ministers, heads of departments of general administration, are in charge of this resolution, which will be published in the Gazette. ZLMC of the 19th of February 1937. Wilhelmina, HPM, the Minister of State, Minister of Colonies, President of the Council of Ministers.
1937 that an official decree stated that the colour on the flag was red. The colour orange used by the Dutch extends far beyond the modern day country of the Netherlands, both directly and indirectly. Take New York City for example. The flag of New York has orange on it. This is because the city.
It was New Amsterdam. Dutch founded that city. It was called New Amsterdam, and then along the way it became under English rule, and then they renamed it.
New York City for example. The flag of New York has orange on it. This is because of the city's Dutch origin. The first permanent settlement in what is today New York was established by the Dutch in 1624. Even though for some reason the flag says 1625, but anyway, it was originally called New Amsterdam until it was taken over by the English in 1664 and renamed New York. A little further north
and then I believe the Dutch actually invaded it and took it back. It's the only successful invasion of a foreign country on American soil, I am pretty sure. And then after that, they ended up trading for like an island or something, and Britain got it back, I believe. But if I am wrong, put that in the comment section down below, because I definitely could be mistaken on that. It's a little confusing.
English in 1664 and renamed New York. A little further north, and the state capital, Albany, also has orange on its flag. Again, this is because of its Dutch origins. Not only does this city have orange on its flag though, its original name before the English was literally Fort Orange.
Fort Orange.
Sticking with New York State, and there's Orange County. Now this should not be confused with Orange County, California, that was named after the fruit, but Orange County, New York was named after William of Orange. However, Orange County was founded in 1683, but this was after the English had taken over all of the Dutch possessions in North America. So why was it named after William of Orange? Well, William of Orange, said without any context, generally refers to one of two people. There were several princes of Orange called William, but the two most influential were William I, who I've already mentioned several times in this video, and William III. To Dutch people, William of Orange generally means William I. However, to British people, William of Orange generally refers to William III. Why? Because he became King of England, Scotland, and Ireland in the so-called Glorious Revolution of
Okay,
1680.
yeah. I did a reaction video to this glorious revolution. If I can remember, I'll drop a card up here for that. If not, it's on my channel. You can go look for it. But I did do a reaction video on that, and that actually is, yeah. That was very familiar to me because I do remember there was something to do with the England thing and William and Orange and like, yeah, very interesting.
This brings us to another use of the colour orange that has been influenced by the Dutch, the orange on the flag of Ireland. At the time of the aforementioned Glorious Revolution, the majority of people in Great Britain were Protestant, but their king, James II, was Catholic. This made many people uneasy, and therefore the Dutch stadholder William III was invited to the British Isles to depose their current king and take the throne for himself. This was greatly welcomed by the vast majority of British people. In Ireland, however, not so much. There were Protestant majority provinces in the northern parts of the island, but as a whole, Ireland remained predominantly Catholic. The revolution was not quite so glorious from their perspective. Anyway, when Ireland began to fight for their independence, the tricolour flag of green, white and orange was used to represent Irish nationalism. The green represents Catholics and the orange Protestants, while the white symbolises the peace and unity between them.
Okay,
Finally, the orange
never knew
influence
that.
reaches as far as southern Africa. Up until 1994, the flag of South Africa was orange, white and blue.
The original Dutch flag right there. Like that's cool. But then it also has the British flag on there, and then I'm not sure about the other two. Huh.
And that little vertical flag in the middle there is the flag of the Orange Free State, an independent Boer republic until it became a British colony and then part of South Africa. Now in this case, the Orange Free State was originally the Orange River Sovereignty, a short-lived British colony, which, unsurprisingly, was named after the Orange River. The Orange River was named after William of Orange, but yet another William, William V.
Wow, this is confusing
Now,
a
are
little
the
bit.
Dutch the only ones that have a national colour not on their flag? Well, no, actually, there are a few more. The national colour of New Zealand is black. It's the reason their national rugby team plays in all black, and indeed their name is...
They play in all black? That would have to suck, like in the middle of the summer when the hot air's coming down. And New Zealand's probably hot, man. It's like right there by Australia. It's a pretty warm place. Wow, that would suck.
Black. It's the reason their national rugby team plays in all black, and indeed their name is the All Blacks. The colour black is associated with the Maori culture, the indigenous peoples of New Zealand. Now in 2015, New Zealand had a referendum to potentially change their national flag. 4 of the 5 potential new flags featured the colour black. In the end though, the original flag was favoured by 56% of the voters and therefore remains the flag to this day. The national colours of Australia are gold and green. Apparently the gold represents Australia's beaches, mineral wealth and grain harvests, while green represents the forests, eucalyptus trees and the pastures of the Australian landscape. The Australian football team plays in a gold jersey with green shorts. A few more national football teams wear colours that are not on their flag. Germany wears a mostly white strip. This is because of Prussia, the kingdom which united Germany. Italy wears blue, the official colour of the House of Savoy, the royal family which ruled Italy from its unification until it became a republic. And finally there's Japan, which also plays in blue, although the reason why isn't actually known. And so that's why the Dutch use the colour orange as their national colour, and why their national football team strip is orange. It's because of William of Orange. And the title Orange originated from a small principality now in modern day France when northern Frenchmen mixed up the name of the fruit with the Latinized name of a Celtic god.
Well,
this video is brought to you.
There you have it, guys. That's why you guys have orange as your national color. It's why you wear orange, which is crazy though. I mean, there's even more Dutch influence around the world than I even thought. I mean, you guys are like everywhere, right? And the more you learn, the more watch, the more I do these videos, the more I learn that like Dutch people just popping up everywhere in history. I mean, influencing South Africa. Uh, was it New Zealand? Like all these, or not New Zealand, Ireland, sorry, like Northern Ireland. I don't know specifically Northern Ireland, but Ireland in general. I think it was Northern Ireland, more specific. I'm not sure. But anyways, that is crazy, crazy, crazy. So, anyways, if you do like this video, make sure you go back to the original channel. The link will be in the description section down below for the original video. Make sure you go check the original video out and give them a like. And if you want to give me a like too, hey, won't get mad about that, right? If you want to go ahead and subscribe, that would be awesome. It doesn't take anything but a little bit of your time. It is completely free, and it only helps the channel grow, helps more people like you that enjoy this content be able to see this content, helps the YouTube algorithm push it to like-minded individuals like ourselves. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump up out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. All right, later.